How many chairs are you sitting on right now? Are you all in on the chair? You put on one pair of glasses, you've got one pair of AirPods right now. You're looking at me through one screen. Like, you're using one microphone. That's a one microphone. Like, you trust it? Is that conviction? Seems kind of scary. Why don't you diversify? Why don't you use 10 microphones? Do you drive in 10 cars at the same time or one car at one time? Do you drive down one street? Aren't you afraid that you're driving down one street? You know? Do you take a different way? You get on one airplane? Are you convicted? You put your entire family in the one airplane, aren't you afraid? When you use knives, do you have copper knives, wooden knives, steel knives, aluminum knives, rubber band knives, diamond knives, because you're afraid to commit to the right knife? So my point really is, ultimately, if you're a rational individual, it's a tool.
And this be from Cash, not from YouTube.
I've been popping. I've been popping beats, don't let nobody. And I'm booked up overseas, so I've been detoxing. I got chrome out on my sleeve, but she still broke it probably. She got Neptune on her teeth, but she do what she want. And they still love me over easy, but don't pick my phone. Got the good fellas with me, bodies in the trunk, bodies in the trunk, but it's a Martian. Her best friend said fuck me, she know it ain't that simple. Man, watch the fuck out. Her best friend said fuck me, she know it ain't that. Her best friend said fuck me, she know it ain't that simple. I just found a new, I say that cause her dimples. Alexis must know voodoo, she still out on my mental. You still ain't call me back, you must want me retired acting. Keep it in the streets, but that's when I be hardy rapping. Even though it ain't that deep, my little brother been starved for hats. Look, karma must be racing me. Dream on a day with me. I would tell the truth, but when I do, you get to hate me. Just had deja vu, you said that too, even though you faking it. Call me out the blue, you seen the news, you said it's dangerous. Waiting on your apology. No, you ain't getting that out of me. Hide from all the cameras. All that do is damages. I just flew you home, you said that LA was starting to win.
Best I can do, Greg. Best I can do, Greg. I did it for you, brother.
Now here you go again. You say you want your
You know what?
Well, who am I to keep you down?
You know what?
It's only right that you should play.
You know what? Best I can do, Greg. Just want you to know I see you, brother.
Pick me out, hey, let me know, hey, let me go, hey, do you want a demon and a rude boy? I can win a demon and a rude boy, hey, let me know, hey, let me know, let me know, let me know, baby, do you want a demon and a rude boy? I can make it look.
Yo, what the fuck is good? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? How y'all living? Silence Bitcoin retard, an ex-Bitcoin retard, current memory Chad is speaking, and he has a lot to say about the current situation, okay? Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the stream. Thank you, brother. Thank you. The suit's never repeated. Now this jacket trim. Woohoo! Oh, man, it's so good to be back. It's so good to see so many beautiful faces with me here on the stream today. We have a lot to talk about today, man. Things are getting kind of interesting. Bitcoin held 64. Cannot believe it. Pump funds over 28. We have updates on the Mark Walter situation, the Lakers thing, which has gotten... You know what you start to learn, I think, is like there's a level of achievable wealth, and then basically every level above that, they did some mad criminal shit to get there. And he did some mad criminal shit. I'm not gonna lie. We have this brutal sailor video we have to watch. I have a little debate I want to get into at the beginning here. We're gonna talk about the Ansem update. We're gonna talk about the sailor video. I think I said that. I have an update on airline travel, by the way, which is very interesting. We talked about this yesterday, right? Like, we're going through these 13 Fs, and what you realize, I think, is like if you are Ray Dalio and you have $77 billion under management, you kind of have no choice but to hold the same 20 coins everybody else has. And so what we feel like I realized going through these 13 Fs is everybody has the same fucking coins. And then there's a couple trends underlying, and one of them is airlines. Delta and American, they're twapping airlines, which is very interesting. We have this NVIDIA financing deal drama, which is kind of interesting as well. Like Jensen comes out, announces this $500 billion financing deal that is just not done. A couple like verbal commitments, and it's just not done. And then you wake up today and memory is kind of getting hit a little bit. There's a lot on the docket today. The Ansem stuff, the on-chain stuff. Easy. Thanks for telling me you like the suit. Something I didn't talk about yesterday, but I am now interested in is with Open Router selling for $7 billion on like not that crazy revenue. I'm looking at Venice, VVV, which is trading incredibly well right now, and thinking to myself, oh, it looks kind of interesting as beta to Open Router, $7 billion. That's interesting. There's a lot to get into today. There's a lot to cover. I have a Nike section, a restaurant section, a market section. We have all-in clips. There's a lot to get into. There's a lot to cover. There's a lot to talk about, which I'm always excited to do. So on that note, if you would like to chat and you're on YouTube or Twitter, twitch.tv/threadguy. And on that note, let us start with a little roll call, baby. What's good? Viblet was in here first chatter. Caleb was second. DNAP, what's good? Sherbert, what is good? Whitey, what is good? Tingle Trader, Rohan, what's good, Henry? What's up, my brother? You've been crushing it, by the way, Henry. We love you. Joko, what's good? Greg, what's good? Kieran, what's good? Wavy, top of the morning, brother. On-chain, what's good? Lefty, what's up, homie? Seth, Bill, what's good? Screwy Louie, Screwy Louie? I followed you back on Twitter today, man. I saw it, and I was like, I know that fucking guy. I know that fucking guy. BB, what's good? Believe in a pump, what's good? Baby, what is good? Andrew Barks, what's good? I'll tell you this, man. I know I've said this a bunch of times recently, but I think we are in such a fascinating spot right now for markets. I do. Still ain't following me back, gang. You just hit a first chat, brother. Hit a 100-day streak, and we'll start talking about follow backs. I think we're in such a fascinating spot right now in markets, and maybe the most fascinating one for crypto that I've been a part of since 2020, because, man, it feels like we are a snap away from just complete chaos in the market. Like, complete and utter just euphoric. Damn, I didn't realize I didn't follow you, Alex NGMI. I actually know your PFP. It feels like we're a snap away from complete chaos at the same time that everyone thinks Bitcoin is going to hit this 50K leg down for absolutely no reason. And then at the same time, the AI trade is getting a little shaky, man. It's getting a little shaky over here. Let's just call it what it is. It's getting a little shaky over here. DRAM had a really good day yesterday, and we're sort of back into like cuck range at 57. And the Soxel was down 12 in the pre. Like it looks like this in the pre. At this line right here. It's such a fascinating spot. The real truth of the situation is that if it's actually a turbo bull on chain, everybody makes money. The dumbest people, the smartest people, the people in the middle. And so you don't really have to like front run it. But at the same time, you go into a bull, like a proper bull, and you already have some coins and some P and some confidence. goes a long way. G Jerk, what's good? So I don't know. It's a very interesting spot. We're gonna get into it. This might be a 3-hour stream today, by the way. But once again, if you're on YouTube or Twitter and you would like to chat, twitch.tv/threadguy. And yeah, man, we have a lot to talk about today. We have a lot to talk about. Let's start here. I think we should start here. Is where we should start. I read this Signal tweet and I thought to myself, man, we really do live in some sort of crazy bubble. I just like so disagree with this tweet. It seems like being a doctor or lawyer are no longer really status symbols in society. I suspect that will continue to accelerate even further down as AI shifts the landscape on professional identity. Even the idea of having a professional identity now seems kind of archaic and absurd all around. At some point, these professions are defined by status and class like no other. Dude, I think it is such a bad take. And when I think about the job that is this is a total just bubble take. I live in a bubble. I live in an AI bubble. When I think of the status of top careers in society, an S-tier lawyer is probably number one. There are very few things higher than an S-tier lawyer, because anyone that has ever done anything remotely interesting in the world has desperately needed a lawyer. Now, mainstream doctor, I'm down to agree. It's kind of like whatever. Like the guy you go visit that like, what do you call it? Pediatrician that like hits your knee and you do like your knee like jerks forward and he like looks at your lymph notes. Your mom's in the waiting room with you and then you leave. That a physician, respect to all my physicians out there, but that's never been the most glamorous job of all time. I don't know exactly what they make, but that's never really, that's been a very like ChatGPT-esque job. Now, surgeons, if you're a top surgeon, that is upper echelon of society, bro. I mean, there are very few things higher than a surgeon. And anyone who disagrees has never had health problems, bro. It's like, even my physical therapist. I mean, fuck, I'm going to see this physical therapist in New York that works with overhand athletes. And he works with like pitchers that get Tommy John and shit. This guy to me is like completely irreplaceable. Completely irreplaceable. Doesn't matter how good AI gets. There's no robot that's like doing my PT exercises. It's not happening. And so we're having this debate in the morning on our morning call about most prestigious jobs. Okay. And we got into this argument. Me and Malcolm got into this argument, actually, that startup founder right now is more prestigious in society than lawyers. Okay. And we went through this progression where Harvey Specter, or whatever his name is, I've never seen it, made everybody want to be a lawyer. Fully agree. Harvey Specter made everyone want to be a lawyer. Sure. The Social Network made everybody want to be a startup founder. 2010s era. Sure. Dario Amodei from Anthropic has not made a single normal person want to be an AI founder. Nobody. If that is like the symbol, nobody, bro. Zero. Outside of this bubble, zero. Mainstream looks at that. Elon made people want to work in space and maybe build rockets. Agreed. But you think AI and you think Dario, and Dario has not made anybody want to be an AI founder if that is our bar for Harvey and then for lawyer. Now, I think in current society, like the reason doctor isn't that as prestigious relatively is you don't really have like a 9-figure outcome as a doctor, which is kind of fucked, right? Like it should be prestigious and a teacher should be the most prestigious, but it's just not the way the world works, unfortunately. And so like, I'm going to say something crazy. In this. Like most prestigious jobs, like A tier, like S tier, is like top 1%. I'm gonna say something actually crazy. Like top 1% lawyer AI Labs employee. Top 1% surgeon. Famous streamer. I'm so dead ass. You go down one bar and it's hedge fund manager, investment banking, accounting, like accountant, pro athlete. Something like this. Okay, fine. Something like this. And then it's something like this. The AI rapper founder. Even AYC too long. It's like AI rapper founder. AI rapper founder. Normie doctor. And then it's like C tier and it's like politician. Accountant. Day trader. And then it's like the rest. Crypto trader. Athletes are S. I agree. Something like this. Something like this. Pro athlete might be B or C tier if they're not a starter. That's what you would think, but the girls that I like don't seem to agree. Wavy. They just don't. They do not. The girls that I like don't seem to agree that fourth string wide receiver for the Lions is not S tier. It's ridiculous, by the way. In which case, maybe I should move famous streamer down. Top level actor. It's something like this. It honestly is something like this. Chess Grandmaster is gotta be like B, bro. Where's short form video editor? Stream clipper. My goat. It's gotta be something like this. Like pro gamer, like video games, poker, chess. Hedge fund manager is probably A as well. Famous streamer honestly is A. I'm sorry. It's got to go down one. It's something like this. Famous streamer. Hedge fund manager is S. Definitely. Wait, what did I just do? It's definitely like this. I think it's this, brother. I lost a girlfriend once to a minor league baseball player. Plumbers vs. Trenchers gave us an idea. It's your time at threadguy. Wait, didn't we? Who did we tell this idea to, Malcolm? Wait, didn't we talk about this on a call? Like yesterday? Who did we say? I thought we... Did I tweet this? Malcolm, did I tweet this? What happened? What? What the fuck? Who did we say this to? Did I tweet it? It's your time at 3. Plumbers vs. Trenchers gave us an idea. Old vs. new traders in a live in-person trading competition. We'll put up the funds, host the event, and stream it. Back your talk. Who should we invite? Now, are you not live with the line? No, it's fake. It's fake. Now, look, I could go on a whole thing about why trading competitions have a plethora of issues. But I'll save it. This is my list. AI rapper founder is nowhere near the top. It's nowhere near the top. Okay? It's nowhere near the top. And anyone that thinks otherwise is like so completely perpetually fried. It almost doesn't even compute to me. Features AI and robotics. Oh, I want to read the intern article as well. Let me pull that up real quick just so I have it before I forget. Intern robotics article. Gotta go with the Taiki strategy and trading comps. I mean, you know what the problem is with trading competitions? I'll tell you. Even though I think it's really cool, is trading is like a long, generally boring game. Unless you're trenching. And even that, if you're trenching like well, is pretty boring too, relative to the dopamine hits. And so like it requires you to take actions that you don't normally take. And so over a set time period. And so my opinion and the way I think about trading competitions is it's much more like 3-on-3 basketball. Like, you know, the Olympics does 3-on-3 and LeBron doesn't play in 3-on-3, but like Jimmer Fredette plays on the 3-on-3 team for the NBA or whatever. I think trading competitions it's much more like 3-on-3. Like there's definitely skill involved. You don't just like accidentally win a trading competition. There's definitely skill involved. And there definitely is like good stuff that can be applied, but it's a little bit more 3-on-3 half court than it is a 5-on-5 game. That's just my take. That's what I think. Anyways, second topic before I get to the Lakers, and then we're going to get to Sailor, and then we're going to get to the market is it's going to be quick, but I want to just give this take. I'm seeing this everywhere right now. Okay. And I looked into it a little bit. When you were buying, so GTA 6 is going to have no disc. GTA 6 is going to have no disc. PlayStation has moved to digital only. Xbox is moving to digital only. You can't buy physical movies anymore. Everything you own is only digital. And so the thing that I was like reading into this, that these games that you're buying, these like video games you're buying on the PlayStation Store or whatever, they're basically giving you a temporary licensing ownership over the title for an undefined period of time. And people are starting to get really mad about this because gamers in particular, as we know, is like gamers are like the worst crowd of all time. I'm sorry. The diehard gamer crowd is the worst. They get mad about everything. And usually it's completely unjustified. But in this moment, I think paying ownership price for a undefined licensing rental is something valid to get upset about. And so I'm going to skip them because I don't want to like watch the videos because they're just long. But I'm seeing there's all these videos from all these top YouTubers. And they're sort of really, really, really frustrated about this. And I read this article, like, you will own nothing and be happy. PlayStation's new digital ownership policy is alarming. The line between owning a game and licensing has never been blurrier. Sony's handling of Stellar Blade suggests that distinction will only become more important as physical media fades away. And now, the only thing gamers hate the most, more than they hate gaming, more than they hate everything else in the world, is NFTs. It's the one thing they hate more than anything is NFTs. And I realize this to be true. But I will say, I'm watching this transition occur, and I want to just say the take again because we're going to reference this in the future. We're going to pull this clip, and we're wearing a good suit in a year or two, and it's going to tie back. And it's a DC investor tweet that I like. It says, I think recent overreaches by media companies providing what is effectively at will access to electronic media when customers think they have purchased something is significantly breaking through the zeitgeist and may plant the seeds for what will be the second big adoption wave in on-chain NFTs. We're already seeing it have a big influence in physical and retro media collection, and I would suggest the collectible card game mania is an extension of this as well. People are starting to realize that when they make a digital purchase, they don't actually own anything at all. The only digital asset you can truly own is an on-chain NFT. The only reason this would happen is because these gaming companies are so fucking greedy and disgusting, and they know they can get away with it, right? It's like the same way Pokemon knows they can get away with making the worst game of all time because for 30 years they've had absolutely zero competition. And so in the relation to these gaming companies, Sony and Microsoft, Xbox division, they have no reason to not just be greedy fucks because you'll rebuy the game or you'll rebuy the movie if you wanted to watch it again. You won't even probably know what happened. Did I own this game? Did I own this movie 2 years ago? Did I not? You probably won't even really know what happened. And so the perspective of this as a bull case for NFTs, I think it's a really good one. Now, does it mean speculative mania? Probably not. Not in this case. But I believe that everybody that has ever done anything on the internet inherently likes the idea of NFTs. They just refuted Bored Apes. That's really what I believe. They just refuted Bored Apes. They thought that shit was stupid. They hated the PFP meta. And honestly, I don't blame them. I kind of hated that shit too, and I was a huge part of it. Valid. I was a huge part of that. Like, valid. Completely valid. Completely valid. So, I don't know. It's an interesting thing to follow. Like, I'm pretty deep in the gaming community right now because I'm playing Power World all day. I'm playing it every day right now. I got off stream yesterday, and I ripped Power World for like 2.5 hours. I'm just playing the fuck out of it. I'm listening to All In podcasts, playing Power World. And so I'm in the gaming community now, and I think about these things. I think about these things, and it's something we're going to talk about more. So, anyways, that is you're definitely the only guy doing it. It's the third most Steam active player list. Look at this shit. Number 1, Counter-Strike, 1 million. Number 2, Dota 2, 790. 3, PUBG. 4, Apex Legends. 5, Power World. Bro. Oh, none of these guys are listening to All In while playing. Yeah, well, I'm thinking about NVIDIA financing deals falling through, and I'm catching a, Zorpzard. So that's what is happening. Okay, third topic. Dota 2 is above League of Legends. I don't even really know what Dota 2 is, bro. I'm going to keep it a buck. No, it's above Apex Legends. This is Steam. I don't even really know what Dota 2 is, bro. League of Legends live player count. How many live? Live. 578. Jesus. That is a lot of players. 578,000. It would be number like 4 by a lot. It'd be number 4 by a lot. Okay. We have an update in the Mark Walter situation. Okay. Who is the ex-owner of the Lakers. It is now Josh Kushner and Bob Iger. And apparently, this Mark Walter guy owns every sports team in every league in the world. And I know this because he is now forcefully selling his shares in Chelsea soccer team, which is worth, how much is Chelsea worth? $4 billion. $4 billion. Okay. And so I did some research into what the fuck exactly is going on with Mark Walter. And this is what I learned. I'm going to do my best to explain this, okay? From first principles. Also, if you're on YouTube, Twitter, and you want to chat, twitch.tv/threadguy. I'm going to do my best to explain it. He also owns the Dodgers. To explain his first principles. If it makes no sense or I'm completely wrong, you tell me. But I have a decent grasp on this. So, Mark Walter owns all these insurance companies. And what you are supposed to do, like how these insurance companies make money, is you're supposed to take this insurance money and basically put it into bonds or whatever. Super safe bonds make 4 or 5%. Mark Walter was taking this insurance money and he was filtering it through these businesses that he like riskier investments through these businesses and these companies that he like partially or has some deal in the background owns. It was a problem for two reasons. Number one is because it was significantly more risk than he was supposed to be putting on. And then number two is that he never disclosed that these businesses were his. And so one, he's making extra money on it because it's riskier. Two, he's making extra money because he owns some of these businesses. And then three, these businesses have like inflated revenue and inflated metrics and inflated numbers that they shouldn't have because they have these insurance deals that they shouldn't have gotten in the first place. And so as a result, Mark Walter is fucking giga printing for like a long time on this little scheme that he's running that nobody knows about. You gotta, you can't, it has to be public and like verified that has upside in these companies. Nobody knows. Subsidizing himself. Exactly. And so an investigation is brought on to Mr. Mark Walter. Now it's sort of unclear why this investigation started. Did it start because Josh Kushner couldn't get the Vegas team? He said, I want the Lakers, and they just found something to go after? Were they already going after him, and then they realized the Lakers might be available because this is a bigger hole than we thought? This is a bigger scandal than we thought. Now we can go after the Lakers. It's unclear if it's a chicken or the egg. Like, what exactly kicked off this Mark Walter situation? But regardless, this huge investigation comes across his desk. And now what has to happen is that there is X billion of basically bad insurance deals that he has to restructure because what he's doing is illegal. And so he needs to restructure these deals. Everybody needs to get their money back. It has to be restructured, taken out of these high-risk personal businesses that they should not be in, restructured into like safe bonds. In order to do that, he needs liquidity and he needs to get all of the capital, basically gather it, put it in a fucking bank account and then restructure. The problem is all of this money, $20 billion, is tied up and it's in the fucking Lakers and the Dodgers and Chelsea and every sports team in the world, basically. The money is like in illiquid sports teams right now. And so he was basically told by Trump that this is what he was told by Trump. He was told by Trump that he has to take roughly $20 billion of loans off his insurers by December 31st. There's 4 ways to do that. Okay? He could sell the loans. Nobody buys paper that is under a grand jury subpoena, so he can't do that. 2, he can grow the balance sheet. The company would have to be 4 times bigger in 2 quarters. Considering that's 4 times bigger than it already is off of crime, and you can't commit more crime. That's probably impossible. 3, reinsure a block that hands over the good assets and leaves the loan so the ratio goes up. Can't do that. So your last option is to sell things and repay in cash. That's his only option. The problem is that this hole is so big. It's not that he doesn't have the money. Lefty, have a good one. It's not that he doesn't have the money, okay? It's that the money is stuck. Okay, it's not like FTX. He's not Sam Bankman-Fried. He didn't lose the money. It's not like you're getting margin called. You have to post 20 billion of collateral tonight and you just don't have it. He has the money. It's just stuck in illiquid sports teams that you can't liquidate. And so what he does is he goes and he sells the Lakers. Now, the problem with selling the Lakers is that the Lakers only covered 1/3 of the number. 1/3 of the whole, or the number that he has to post. And so you see, that gives Mark Walter, our friend here, a big problem. Because he still needs $10 billion by September, October, November, December. He still needs $11 billion in 4 months. 4 months and 13 days. There's 4 months and 13 days to make up $11 billion. Well, he owns the Dodgers and he owns Chelsea. Now, the Chelsea we're saying is worth, I don't know, about $4 billion, and Dodgers value is like 8. So he needs to sell the Lakers, Chelsea, and the Dodgers to make up this number. Now, once the number's made up and the deals are restructured, I think he's in the green. Like, he's good. Deals are restructured. The money's still his. He's not losing any money. The crime already committed, taken off the top. He probably gets to keep what he took off the top. But then you don't own the Lakers, Chelsea, or the Dodgers anymore. You can't rebuy it back. It's not like, hey, Josh Kushner, hold this for a couple hours while I reshuffle $20 billion around, then I'll come back and scoop it up at a couple % premium. You lose the teams. And so, unclear if the deal with Trump, because remember, he went to the White House 2 weeks ago. Investigation starts. He goes to the White House. He gives Trump a World Series ring. Then he sells the Lakers to Trump's son-in-law's brother. And now he's selling Chelsea and probably going to sell the Dodgers. And so it's unclear if he's like not going to be persecuted because he literally kissed the ring with the president, or what exactly is going to come out of this. But he needs to make a lot of money in a very, very, very short period of time. And that, as I understand it, to the best of my ability, because this is insurance fraud is not really my domain. So I did the best that I can here to understand what's going on, is my breakdown of Mark Walter and the Lakers situation. And so what I've learned is that gone are the days of single owners of sports teams. They're getting too big. And then after a certain level of wealth, everybody's just committing crimes. I don't know what else to say. I mean, he's just committing like egregious crimes. Also, you only really care about this if you're a real deal sports team, but the Buss family just sold, I think they owned 14% of the Lakers. They just sold it, which is crazy. They owned the team for like, yeah, look at this. Jerry Buss bought the Lakers in 1979 for $67 million. Full team. Jerry Buss bought the full team for $67 million. It just sold. Think about this. 1979, Jerry Buss buys the Lakers, $67.5 million. The NBA, the best performing sports franchise, or the best performing sports league and the best performing franchise, the most valuable franchise, over like 40 years, sells for $12 billion in 2026, and it underperformed the S&P. You would have made more money putting that in the S&P than you would buying the Lakers. That's crazy. Think about that for a fucking second. Think about that for a fucking second. Gross. And so allegedly this was some real Game of Thrones shit, by the way. I think there's 7 Buss kids. There's 7 Buss kids. And is it Jeannie Buss was like at war? Yeah. Jeannie, Jim, Johnny, Janny, Joey, and Jesse. Jeannie, Jim, Johnny, Janny, Joey, and Jesse with a family. And this is like actually Game of Thrones, brother. This is young Jeannie Buss. And she owns like what, 16% of it. She was the only one that wanted to keep it. They held it for 12 years after he died, Jerry Buss. And the board fucking overrules you, man. Too bad. What did he do, by the way? Jerry Buss profession. Too bad. Jerry Buss. He was a business person, chemist, real estate entrepreneur, investor, film producer, professional poker player, basketball player, and philanthropist. Okay. Look up Jerry getting ladies with like Wilt Chamberlain swag. Jerry Buss getting ladies with Wilt Chamberlain swag. What does that even mean? Wait, let me ask this. How did Jerry Buss make his money? Commercial real estate investments. This is, by the way, this is what the boomers took from you because you used to be able to do this. You used to be able to do this, okay? You used to be able, this store used to exist. Starting with a $6,000 down payment and a bank loan on a 14-unit apartment building in West Los Angeles in 1959, he aggressively bought, leased, and flipped properties over 2 decades to build $350 million real estate empire. That's some shit you used to be able to do. You can't do that anymore. This, I mean, come on, brother. Flipped houses to $350 million in 10 years. Give me a fucking break. That is not something you could do anymore. That's like flipping altcoins to 100 mil when Bitcoin is up 15,000% over a year. So, anyways, Lakers, NFTs, job professions, Mark Walter, Jerry, Jeannie, Jimmy, Jeannie, Jesse, Janny, Johnny, and Jackson Buss. And now let's move on and get into some market stuff because we have a lot to fucking talk about. By the way, if AJ Mitchell was born in 1940, he would be the logo instead of Jerry West. All right. In 1896, Miami was officially incorporated as a city with a population of just over 300. It's nuts. Let's get into the market because I have a lot to talk about, to say, to cover. We got to cover Ansem Coin. We got to cover Bitcoin. We got to cover the financing disaster that NVIDIA is under right now. And I think the best way to start is with this video that has 1.2 million views of Michael Saylor addressing a stockholder that is down 75% on a live call. Let's watch this, go over a couple topics, and then we're getting into market open, baby. Has anyone watched this? I think it's brutal, but I don't know. I would like to watch it. Feels like important, like group lore. Also, if you are watching on YouTube or Twitter and you would like to chat, twitch.tv/threadguy. Let's watch it.
All right, let's turn.
Sorry.
All right, let's turn now to the equity side, to the common stock MSTR. We have a question from Rob. He said,
Is it on a earnings call?
I have 3 children and I invested $73,000 each into MSTR, believing in the long-term potential. Today, that $73,000 is worth $20,000, and the long-term potential is now a function of getting back to break even. MSTR.
Wait.
Let's turn now to the equity side, to the common stock MSTR. We have a question from Rob. He said, I have 3 children and I invested $73,000 each into MSTR, believing in the long-term potential. Today, that $73,000
She read this out loud on an earnings call?
is worth $20,000, and the long-term potential is now a function of getting back to break even. MSTR common shareholders seem to be your lowest priority. You defend
Valid.
STRC and pay down converts using MSTR at the market offerings.
Dude, why is she reading? I mean, if I'm Sailor right now, I'm sweating dick.
Achieving BTC per share yield doesn't
Who
do
is
much for
this?
my kids. I have a decade-long perspective, but I'm worried that you will ATM so much that we'll never get back to $3.25 a share. Have you considered paying out a dividend to MSTR common shareholders simply to do something right by them in the near term?
She, out of every question you could have asked on the earnings call, this is the question. What's the price? $3.25 is the price in question. Yeah, how about we ask this one? That sounds like a smart idea.
I can start on that, and
Sailor didn't want that.
Mike can add, and Rob.
She low-key asked because she's massively underwater MSTR backs too.
Thanks for being a shareholder and investing some money into MSTR for your children. Of course, the common shareholders and MSTR is our most important priority, and creating value and increasing the price of MSTR is our number 1 priority. How do we do that? We do that by outperforming Bitcoin. And since the beginning of our strategy of putting Bitcoin on our balance sheet, that was August of 2020, Bitcoin's been up 32%, MSTR has been up 41%. So we've outperformed Bitcoin over time, and I understand that you came in later and haven't seen that Bitcoin's been up
I understand you bought the top retards.
32%, MSTR has been up 41%. So we've outperformed Bitcoin over time, and I understand that you came in later and haven't seen that outperformance. What happens over time, right? When Bitcoin's up, we tend to go up more because we have more Bitcoin per share.
It's up 32% since 2020, by the way.
And we do that via historically leverage, and we've done that more recently via amplification. What that does mean, and what you've experienced, is when Bitcoin goes down, we tend to go down more. So Bitcoin's seen a drawdown of 50%.
Why would you not just buy Bitcoin perps?
From all-time highs, MSTR has seen a drawdown roughly of 75% of all-time highs. Because Bitcoin is our underlying asset, increasing Bitcoin per share increases the value of MSTR when Bitcoin goes up, and we'll see sharper drawdowns. So how do we increase Bitcoin per share? We increase Bitcoin per share historically through leverage, through convertible bonds, and more recently through what Mike talked about, which is digital credit and amplification through stretch. And so ultimately, if we want the common to go up, we have to increase Bitcoin per share. And increase Bitcoin per share means making stretch work, which is why it may seem like we're talking primarily about stretch right now, getting stretch back to par, but that's what gets Bitcoin per share to go up and MSTR, the common, to go up over time. We're not going to pay a dividend. That's not really the best deployment of capital. The best.
To be fair, kids' college fund and a strategy at 325 is like, you know,
Deployment of capital for us is to get stretch to work to buy Bitcoin and put it on our balance sheet. And that's ultimately the objective of the company. And so over time, if you believe in the underlying asset Bitcoin, and Bitcoin starts to rise for all the characteristics
brutal.
Mike had mentioned before, then MS
Is if you want,
Michael, do you want to weigh in at all on that?
yeah, what I'd say is if you want a dividend, you should buy one of the preferred stocks, like STRD pays like almost like a 15% effective yield. So if you're looking for a stable instrument that pays a dividend, then I would look to STRC or STRK. They were designed to pay dividends and give some upside. If you know, if your time horizon is less than 4 months, you probably should own a money market. If you don't need, if you are making an investment and want the money back, or want to see a good return on investment in 4 months to 4 years, you're probably a credit investor, and you ought to look at you ought to consider one of the credit instruments. If you're holding the equity, then you need a time horizon minimal of 4 years, right? Ideal 7 to 10 years. Bitcoin was an all-time high about a year ago, so when we're in a bear market, you're going to get more amplified Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's down 50%, we're going to be down 75%. And in a bull market, we expect to outperform Bitcoin. So, when you're buying MSTR, you're getting amplified Bitcoin. When you're buying
CT hates Sailor, unfortunately, even though I start every stream with this. Every stream.
How many chairs are you sitting on right now? Are you all in on the chair? Bitcoin, you're getting on a roller coaster. So if you are going to get on a roller coaster, then probably you want to use a metric that's like a 4-year blended metric. So when we look at Bitcoin, we look at the 200-week simple moving average. And that way we take a 4-year cycle view, and we consider how is it trading versus.
He should have just got on there and said college is retarded, is what he should have said. Honestly, that was brutal. He should have got on there and said, you know what? AI has, made college obsolete and followed me for 3 years. How's it even? Is this even 3 years old? My God. He should have got on here and said, I don't know. That's brutal. That is a brutal watch. I was having a conversation with Lefty today or not Lefty, but this guy Cal in the DMs, and we were sort of just bullying each other up. And I said to him, my one concern really over anything with the market is that Sailor is just such in your face a mess. I don't know if we're done with him. And he says he's just a bad smell that is lingering. Best thing he can do is just drift more into the shade and stop being a completely unserious individual. And I think to myself, man, that would be nice. But then this is him. Sailors every day is like, I always ask myself, like, does he care less? You know? Rand, thanks for the raid. Like, is he caring less and less and less with shit like this?
Wenn Gott sagen würde, ich schaffe 21 Millionen Coins und ich lagere sie in einer Bank im Himmel und ich lasse dich sie jederzeit senden an jeden, so schnell hält das Licht und ich weiß immer, wem was gehört und ich mache das für immer gratis. Klingt das nicht wie Bitcoin?
Remember when Germany sold all their Bitcoin?
Le Bitcoin, c'est le cheval gagnant. C'est le seul jeu du casino où l'on peut tous gagner.
Dog.
Bitcoin es para todos.
What the fuck is this Germany thing? Oh, this is Spanish now, my bad.
Comparte Bitcoin con amor.
Okay. Anyways, we're gonna do a complete 180 now. I wanted to just set the stage on where we're at with the market. We actually have a lot to cover in stocks, and the stock trade is getting a little bit hairy, guys. This is gonna be a good day, a fun day. I'll be back in 30 seconds. We got NVDA financing. We got Anthropic revenue. We got a lot to cover, a lot to get into. I'll be right back. When I'm back, we're doing stock market open.
With your feet on the air, your head on the ground. Try this trick and spin it. Yeah. Your head will collapse if there's nothing in it, and you'll ask yourself, where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Way out in the water, still swimming.
All right, let's get it. What is this to Spotify playlist? You actually want it? Am I just fucking cooking all the time? All right. We have today's gonna be an interesting open. It really is. DRAM is down 6-7%. Soxel is down like 11%. It's gonna be a wild day today. So I haven't done any stock stuff yet. We got a whole backlog to cover. If you're watching YouTube, Twitter, you want to chat, twitch.tv/threadguy. As always, market open is powered by Phantom. It's powered by Phantom because anything you see during this segment, if you could trade it, you could trade it on Phantom. If you could trade it, you could trade it on Phantom. On that note, the stock market is officially open. ABC Disney is suing FCC. DNAP, you want to pull that one for me? Oh, I'm all a mess today. And let's fucking get it. All right, let's go. Let us go. Here we are at the SPX opens down 0.58% on the day. That is a big red. 0.56. The whole bit is that we never see this SPX down more than 0.3 in any given day. We're 0.53% red. YouTube, Twitter, if you would like to chat, twitch.tv/threadguy. The Nasdaq's down 1.25%. The Dow's down 0.3. The Photonics ETF is down 0.5. The Neo ETF is down 3. Russell small cap index is down 0.3. The Kospi is down 1.55 in last trading session. The Qs are down 1.2. The IBB is flat. The Soxal is down 11. IGV is down 0.3. Mags are down 1. And DRAM is down 5.3. There is blood out there today. Let's look at the high time frames real quick. This is a scary little shoulder for DRAM. I cannot lie. It's like low volume shoulder. Here's a NASDAQ too. This gets a little like, you know, my TA. This gets a little freaky. High time frames of all of these. Here's the SPX down 0.43 now. Here's Neocloud ETF is disgusting. It doesn't make sense. Here's the Kospi. Looks like DRAM. And then here's MAGS. And then here's DRAM high time frame. All right, let's go. What do we got? Bitcoin on the open, printing a green candle, 64.1. It's looked decent. Pump Fun, 28.22 is probably the best looking crypto chart other than Hyperliquid, which is at 59. And Strong Lighters up 1%. ETH is down 1%. The dollar is flat. Silver's down 1.3. Solana is flat. Stretch is 94.32. Bond yields are terrifying right now. Here's a 2-year up 0.3. The 10 years up 0.3 as well and entering danger zone. The 30-year is fucking broken out and going to the fucking moon. And then the VIX is up 4. Okay. Finishing up crypto and miscellaneous. VVV is up 10% today, which we're going to talk about. Gold is down 0.5. Copper is down 1. Zcash down 2. Monero down 1.5. All right, oil. These high time frame oil charts look a little intimidating as well. Like, I know we haven't done oil in a while, but I mean, look at these charts. Look at Brent. This is Brent back to 2021. Brent, I mean, this thing is like found a base and looks like it's ready to pop. And then here's crude. Looks not as good, but pretty good. They're both flat on the day. I mean, look at Brent, bro. This is scary. This is kind of a scary chart with volume too, like uptick in volume. This is a little bit of a scary chart, but let's keep going. Where are we at with defense? So like yields are going crazy. Brent is printing a crazy structure, and then defense is going nutty. Lockheed is up 2 to start the day. Look at this. Lockheed's up 2 to start the day. Northrop is up 2 to start the day, 2.3. And Raytheon is ready to make a new all-time high, up 1 today. And here's Palantir. Ooh, it's kind of a deadly combo. It's kind of a deadly combo, man. Palantir's 170 on the open. It's down 1, but so is software. All right, big AI, big semis. 4 minutes into the open. What do we got? A sea of red. Adobe is green. Salesforce is green. Dell is green. Netflix is green. IBM is green. Snowflake is green. And Apple is green by 0.3. Cerebras is the biggest loser, down 7, retracing a lot of that pump we just got. Saw Lockheed had a new microwave drone shooter thing. What?
The United States government.
LMT drone microwave shooter. DNAP, can you figure out what the fuck that is? That sounds insane. Cerebras is down 8. Sive is down 8. RoboStrategy down 6. Bloom down 6. ARM down 6. Marvell down 6. Intel down 5. ASTS Space down 5. SK Hynix ADR down 5. Lumentum down 5. Redwire down 5. SpaceX down 5. SanDisk down 4. Micron down 4. AMD down 4. Firefly down 4. Shaw's down 4. Rocket Lab down 4. Meta down 3. Oracle down 2. NVIDIA down 2. Broadcom down 2. Tesla down 1. QCOM down 1. Amazon down 1. Google down 1. Microsoft is flat. The biggest gainer on the day is still Adobe. What is this? Lockheed Martin veils the drone killer built to take down drone swarms. Let's take a break from the market getting killed and look at a different killer. What do we got? What am I even looking at? Whoa, here's a sick trade. Here's a sick trade. Wait, let's look at this real quick. Short Carvana via 2 short-dated puts. Mark Walter's story clearly going super viral, aided by sports drama. Walter owns 3% of Carvana, pledged against forwards plus margin loans. Carvana's SEC subpoena is still live separately. Walter's insurer had funded $63 million of Carvana loan trust up to 2016, and they had $15 million affiliated with Carvana holding notes sold in 2022. Whoa, what a sick trade. Let's look. All right, and it's in this list. NeoClouds, some SaaS, some everything. Let's see. Figma's up 3, DoorDash is up 2, Lily's up 2 with AI weakness. Snap up 2, Airbnb up 1, Uber up 1. Nike up 0.5, Unity up 1, eBay up 1, Lulu up 1. Disney is up 0.3. IGV is flat. Biggest loser. CoreWeave is down 7, back under 100. Circle's down 4, not great. I wish Circle was green today. Hood down 3. Where's Carvana? Is down 2. MSTR is down 2. Nebius is down 1. We're 7 minutes into the open. StubHub is down 1. Bless. AMC is down 1.6. Sweetgreen's down 1. Ferrari is down 1. And Reddit is down 0.3. What is this Disney lawsuit? What do we got? What do we got? The Walt Disney Company's ABC network filed a First Amendment lawsuit against the Federal Communications Commission, the FCC, and Jinxie, what's good? In Washington, D.C., alleging the agency launched an illegal retaliatory campaign and forced premature broadcast license renewals to punish the network over programming critical of the Trump administration. Whoa. Oh, this is new. This is really new. And lawyers aren't a cool job. Malcolm, lawyers aren't cool. Yeah, tell it to fucking Bob Iger. Call Bob Iger and tell him lawyers aren't fucking cool. How about that? Interesting. Okay, where are we at? Reddit's getting crushed. Where's Carvana? Not much, but that's an interesting trade if he binks that. That'd be fun. All right, Bitcoin 64.1. Not much movement. Pump fun as well. Everything's kind of flat. Let's see majors. DRAM is down 5.1. Mag's down 0.7. IGV is fighting green. Microsoft is green. Palantir with IGV is green. Wow, the defense stuff is... Look at this. Northrop go, dude. We wait until 10 to check in on Bitcoin. I know, but I can't help myself. Qs are sort of rolling. NASDAQ is sort of rolling. IBB is up 0.2, and that's partly because of Eli Lilly up 1.7. High time frame looks like so. Also, Mandelbrot, one of my favorite short-term traders, is long Lilly, I think. 9 minutes into open. NeoCloud thing has to be super red, right? Yeah, it's down 3. I'm surprised it's not down more because CoreWeave is down 6 and Nebius is down 0.3. Also, Shaw's is down what? A decent amount. 3 even. Mandelbrot also called top on pump. He did call top on pump, but I have a different outlook on that coin. At the same time, yeah, mags are down 0.6, but starting. Meta's a falling knife. The lawsuits are hurting them. I saw, so they're getting sued for like $1.5 trillion, right? Getting sued for 1.5 trillion, maybe. Let me see. What is the Meta lawsuit? I think it's like 1.4 trillion, and it's over that they've targeted and harmed young users. Is this, they've made the app too addicting. This is kind of a crazy lawsuit to me because hold on, let's do this. Let me ask ChatGPT real quick. Let me ask ChatGPT real quick just to summarize this. Okay, here. Summarize the key points of the lawsuit. Super tight. Suing 29 states for knowingly designed addictive features targeting and harming children. Now, I don't really know about this child privacy and consumer protection laws, but they want to remove likes, infinite scroll, autoplay, stories disappearing post, beauty filters, restrict notifications, change recommendation algorithms, require parental verification. They knew this mechanics harmed youth mental health, but kept them because engagement equals profit. Now, my question is like, okay, if you're going to sue Meta for making a good app, what about YouTube? What about TikTok? What about every other what about Snapchat? What about every other social media platform that's ever existed? Like, it's such a slippery slope. How do you, sue everybody then? And then from that perspective, it's like, man, what if, I don't know, sue Twitter, sue everybody. Everyone's got to get sued. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely just off on this and ignorant about this, but I don't know, man. They built a fucking good app. They built a sick app, and it's made many, many, many careers as a result. Now, I think it's a known fact, and every day there's some new paper that comes out that short form video is extremely harmful to your brain and like fucks your life up. But so, okay, we're short video under 20 seconds are banned forever. It's like, what? No, I don't know. You can't like ban videos below a certain length. Sue everybody. Sue Photoshop, sue Adobe, sue every editing app. What about that? Photoshop? Like, sue every filter platform, sue everything, sue everybody. It's like, I don't know. It's just sue Apple for making the phones, sue Verizon for providing cell service to allow the phones to exist, sue the data centers for giving signal to the cell services that sue everyone and everything that's ever done anything. Like, whose fault? Is it Meta's fault for making an addicting app, or is it your fault for giving your kid a fucking iPhone when she's 7? Like, I don't know. Whose fault is that? Sue McDonald's for making people fat and lazy, which then force them to sit on their couch, which then force them to scroll Instagram Reels. How about this? Sue Big Weed for getting everyone addicted to weed, which made them hungry, which made them eat McDonald's, which made them be a chud, which made them skip work and skip the workout. So they sat on the couch and then they opened their phone and then they fucking scrolled short form video. Like, I don't know. Sue Kai Cenat for making an entertaining stream. The whole thing is is a disaster. But anyways, where is Meta on this lawsuit news? It's down 3 point. Oh my god, 3.6. You know what's funny is like sue Meta, but stake.com is fine. Kick is cool. Stake.com is fine, and every state can have a casino, but Meta is the problem. Give me a fucking break. Down 4%. Look at this high time frame too. Is ugly. One day. Look at this. Oh my lord. This is a CT favorite too. This is a crypto trader turned memory chad. Love Meta. All right, let's see where we're at now. It's just software's up. Adobe should get a lawsuit too for making software editors. Nexus is along 500K of Meta. You have a tweet? Cerebus is now down 10. 226. Ugly day. It still looks good though, I can't lie. Cerebus still looks good, even down 10. Robo's strategy now down 7. Bloom's down 7. Intel's down 5. Micron's down 5. We're kind of holding on here. Bitcoin 64 won 16 minutes into open. So Rebus moves up and down 10%. I feel like everything moves up and down 10% every day. Hyperdash of Nexus, thank you. Good comms, brother. Great comms. Let's go. Hyperdash. Quarter million Bitcoin gonna be a movie. I'm not gonna lie, I spoke to God this morning and I'm like, dude, quarter milli. Or by the way, someone clipped some shit of me talking about Loracle. He called me a retard yesterday. It's kind of brutal. Felt pretty bad. Let's see Nexus. He's long 50K of meta on 20x leverage from 654. Damn. And then he's long stable, which I've actually never really looked at. I'll tell you what, though. This guy Nexus is a friend of the stream, former guest, is an incredible trader. Really is. You know what he binked that not many else binked is the silver trade. He hit the silver trade for fucking... Look at this. Combined P&L's 3 mil on this account. Perps, minus 250K. He hit the silver trade like a motherfucker from what I recall. Shout out to Nexus. Heartfelt fuck you to Adobe. I downloaded a free trial. Canceled it before trial was over. Still got billed for my monthly subscription. Can't cancel my subscription. I get hit with a $100 cancellation fee. I hate Adobe, by the way. He also bought the lighter bottom. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah, sue them. Sue them. All right. 64-1 on BTC pump. Ugh. Oh, man. That's a nasty sell. I'm, starting to feel a little on this. I'll tell you what. Lose this yellow line on pump here. And I'm thinking to myself, I might be done for a little bit. Do you own any equities right now? I do not own any equity trades. DRM is going for lows of the day as we speak. That would be 56.7 down 6. Mag's down 1. Do you own any spot of pump? I do not, but it's 2x, so it's basically spot. Soxel is now 14% red. What is driving that? Klarma CEO opens up company's annual Smooth Week conference with a lip sync performance of a Klarna-themed remix of Not Like Us. Let's do this. No.
Riding through the checkouts like Tryna on the street, yo, swipe back. Any fintech, they a fee show. Start talking to the workers, telling me, yo, can't walking in with the seek. So some of these old banks trying to keep stock on. Customers, they love us, pay us later. No drama, how many dramas do we got? I mean, there's too many options. Feeling max out this quarter, we ain't.
Set interest rates at 20% and make AOC the president, please. This reminds me of the Kendall Roy rap. Short. I mean, I don't know how you are an engineer at Klarna. You don't walk out and quit after this. I mean,
good evening. After my fat king of the east side, 50 years strong, now he's rolling in a sick rod, handmade suits, raking in loot. 5-star general, yo, best salute. Yo, bitches be mad, but the king is down.
Jeez, man, that's rough. Let's check in on our friends here. Klarna. It's down 20% today. Nice. 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 Wait, how about this? Let's timestamp this. Nice. Look at that. Awesome. Why is it down 20% today though? Crypto haze. I saw this. Oh. What? I'm coming out of retirement to lead Flop Labs. Flop is food for your AI agent. No pre-sale, no VCs, 100% fair launch. Let's build a agentic economy's currency together, fam. And get fucking... Wait. What? Let's build the agentic economy's currency together, fam, and get fucking rich. What? Dude. Oh my God. What is this? Flop Labs? He's got to be hacked, right? But there's no coin. It's followed by... Arthur Hayes, CEO of Flop Labs. But there's no coin. What? No, right? Obviously not. No. Comments are on. Damn, I'm hearing that yeah, I think this is real, dude. What the Okay, what is it? Miners. Provide compute to run AI inference requests. Receive flop block rewards and inference payments. Validators. Act as a network's trust layer. Confirming miners deliver agents, pay for, store more agent memories, earn flop from block rewards. Agents. Fuel your agent by spending flop on compute. It's like every buzzword I've ever heard ever. Give your agent consciousness by spending flop to store and retrieve their memories. Use the flop network to conduct agent-to-agent commerce. Spread the word about the flop network. Tell your community how they can participate as a miner, validator, and or agent. Earn flop based on your community's network activity. Huh. Okay. Well, I mean, look, it is Arthur Hayes, to be fair. So I guess we owe it like the benefit of like really looking at it. But that, yeah, I mean, the guy invented the fucking perp, by the way. Also, new Trump update. Now go back to the market. No, we don't. Yeah, no, we don't. He invented the perp, like the hyperliquid thing. Yeah, he invented that. Trump. No talks going on with Iran. Naval blockade in effect. Strait of Hormuz is open and operating. No talks or conversations going on or scheduled with the Islamic Republic of Iran. The naval blockade remains in full force and effect. The Hormuz Strait is open and operating. All water mines have been removed or detonated. Thank you for your attention to this matter. President Donald J. Trump. What does that do to oil? We got to check back in the market. Oh, Klarna was what I was trying to figure out. What happened to Klarna? Overhauls leadership. Is this looking for targeting a U.S. banking license? Do not let Klarna get a U.S. banking license. Whatever you do, do not give them a banking license, bro. Do not give them a banking license. Do not let that happen, please. Please do not do that. Are we down or up on that? Nothing really. Complete nothing. Yeah, damn. Look at this DRAM. New lows of the day. Soxel is now done 15. What's leading that? Like Cerebrus? Done 11. What is in the Soxel? Let's see. It's made up of Micron, AMD. It's leverage though. That's why, obviously. That's why it's done so much. Marvell, Applied Material, Broadcom, Intel, NVIDIA, AMD, Micron, TSM, Lam Research. All right. We got a little sidetracked, but we are 27 minutes into the stock market open. I mean, look, it's kind of a fucking weird time. What are you doing? You want to know what I want to know. What are you buying? What are you selling? What do you like? What do you hate? What do you believe in? What are you holding? What are you sitting into? What did you sell for cash? What did you sell for a loss? What did you sell from profit? Tell me what you're doing. I have my assets, but I feel terrible right now about the market. I really do. Optimistic about crypto and everything else. I do not feel great on. What are you buying? I'm doing taxes. You filed an extension? Plumbing, silver, gold. I like silver, gold. Buying as much Disney as I can. Dude, with the fucking Disney. Uber hype. That's a decent barbell, actually. Uber, though. I'm not sure about Uber, but it's a decent barbell. Disney is crazy. I know. Long Microsoft. I'm trading WTI plus 20% each day for the last 6 days. You might be the only person that's ever said that sentence. I'm buying broccoli. It's like my favorite streamer. Nice. What else? Are you buying the blood on any of these names? The problem is I'm not really down that much. Buying more and more Lily. Where are we at? Wow. Eli fucking Lilly plus 2.7%. We will come back to this soon. Tulip or Nap. Thanks, brother. I hold Cash Cat. Still buying units. Costco's getting into Medicare. Costco's profiting with non-profit insurers. Scan Group to launch Costco branded Medicare plan, starting with Medicare Advantage, 2 states, and Medicare supplement coverage in a 3rd. The initial markets cover roughly 5 million Medicare enrollees with benefits integrating Costco. Wow. Let me ask, what public stock does this news hurt? Take-Two, Sony, eBay, Disney, Long Real Life. These companies are IP that can't be replaced. We're going to get into that in a second. Most directly hurt Humana. What is this? HUM. No, it's up today. It doesn't hurt anything. Yeah, fucking. Where's Carvana? Down 4. Shout out Basic CNZ if he binks this. That's a sick trade if he binks that. I love that trade. DoorDash is up 3. Lily is strong, man. Keep it going, TG. Thanks, brother. 180 stream streak. Carvana is rolling over now. That's crazy if he really binks that. Similar to the Leopold trade. Where's Disney, by the way? Where is Diz? StubHub is getting crushed. Good. CoreWeave biggest loser. Hood down 3. Coinbase down 2. Disney is what? It's green 0.7. Bitcoin 64.1. Pump fund 27.777. Still up 1% technically. And the only thing that's green is SAS. Oil's doing nothing, and Wild kind of scary day today. Let's check on chain real quick and see where we are at with on chain. There's a couple stock stories I want to cover too. FWA 25. This iCoin Bullseye 4. We got to talk about Ansem, obviously. Basecat 11. Mars Coin 36. Cashcat 100. Ansem 262. The Bull 30. I think Cordy clipped a lot of it. Stockbroker. 41. Travis Kling had the funniest Tulip King tweet. What was it? Cards is 73. Bitcoin. Shout out to Orangey. 84K. Nice. Also on this note, fees.pump.fun is nasty today. Yesterday, they made $850,000 of buybacks. 52%. What's Bitcoin going for the pit? No. It was the most that they had made since August 13th, but things were felt a lot better on August 13th than they do now on chain. Frank gonna make 8 figs on. I hope you do, bro. So I gotta launch a Bitcoin chill, bro. Cycle bottom. Ansem is launching the scamiest launchpad on planet Earth, and you're calling cycle bottom. Who is it? Oh. Who is this? Who is this? Guy who follows 0 people has a take on anything. Who even is this? Yeah. Absolutely no interest. Let's just check in one more time where we're at. Where's the Carvana? I like this Carvana trade, dude. Now down 5. It's rolling. They're fucking rolling it, dude. 5.2. Base 16Z, man. He used to be a crypto fund manager that blew up with FTX. Makes sense. Base 16Z, man. He's banking it. He really is. Bitcoin 64.27. After 10:30, you're allowed to get excited, by the way. You're allowed to get excited after like 10:30 a.m. DNAP, Bitcoin ETF. And then I got to move on to some segments. Because we have segments to cover. We really do. Where's the defense stuff? Scary as fuck. Look at Northrop go. Just one time Bitcoin. Thank you. Yesterday was the... Whoa. Wait, what is this? Silent base app. Yesterday was the biggest Bitcoin ETF inflow day since when? They bought like $300 million of inflows. I guess you can't go back further than this. Huh. You can. How do you go back? Actually, I want to see when the last time we had this much inflows on BTC. It's not bad. Click here. Control F. Below the chart. Oh, thanks. Fuck. All right, let me scroll to where we're at now real quick. Let's just see. God, there used to be some huge days. 1,000,000,001, a billion. Holy fuck. There was monster days on this. 1,000,000,000, 500 mil. There were monster days. Let's look at where we're at right now, though. God, there was like $1 billion inflow days. That's crazy. All right. 300. The last time we had 300. Whoa. It's been a while. It was May 5th. Whoa. Huh. That's a pretty good day. May 5th? June, July. I mean, it's like 3 months ago. And what was the price at May 5th? It was $82,000. Not bad. All right. You tell me what you want first. I'm gonna get up, fill up my water real quick. You want stock stories or you want on-chain Ansem coin? What do you want first? Because we got a bunch to get through today. We got a bunch to get through today. You want Ansem first? Okay. We could do Ansem first. Stock. I want your clarification on the tweet that I sent. What did I send? Threadguy, we're expecting sub 50K BTC first. Silence crypto retard, a memory Chad X crypto retard is talking. Let me get a water. Then I have a lot of stories. Let's go. BRB. BRB. My mind. Music taste is undeniable at this point. Let's go, bruh. Stop playing with me. All right. Crazy, it's just a daily routine to watch Curly Top for 3 hours a day, bro. It's just him. Love you, GG. I love you too. This is what we do, man. We cover the good shit. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitter, you want to chat, twitch.tv/threadguy. How is better to play music? My stream keeps getting deleted. My streams get deleted too. Who you got winning the finals? Thanks for the gifted, bro. Oh, I've had to play this in the intro real quick. Did you see this? By the way, the Lakers are winning. Shout out Flop Labs. Camera AirPods. Look at this.
With visual intelligence, your world becomes savable. See something you like? Just ask me to save it for later.
I made a tweet about this and I'm like, when your camera AirPods connect to your flock camera outside your house that's catching signal from your Ring camera on your doorbell and it's all powered by Palantir. Good luck and welcome to the fucking future, baby. 60, man, not bad, man, not fucking bad. All right, let's start with Ansem. Ansem made a announcement yesterday, and we can skim it. The way that I understand Ansem Z500 index is it's basically like a wrapper on top of Pump Fun that allows you to deploy and do cool stuff, like program new coins to have upside and give utility to like Ansem holders. So like easy airdrops, easy to pair against Ansem, easy to like burn, easy to farm, easy to do like programmable Ansem. Basically, it's like programmable Ansem assets backed on their coin. I think the easiest way to think about it, you see Mark Walters selling Chelsea. Yes, if you want to go back, I covered it in the first like 20 minutes, why he's doing it. I think the easiest way to think about what Ansem is doing is sort of like, it's kind of like virtuals of last cycle in a lot of ways, where virtual was like this launch pad. It basically like a pump. Every coin on pump was paired with pump instead of soul, or instead of USDC. And so Virtual had this really cool ecosystem where it was like an AI dev shop kind of thing. And everybody would launch AI coins on Virtuals. People really wanted to bid. And they were paired with Virtual. And Virtual would just get fucking forever passive TWAP, which is very rare in crypto. And if you can get those passive flows in a bull market, all of a sudden you get this explosion. And so the way that I think this works is it's a way to like buy the Ansem shill, if I understand it correctly. Every startup needs marketing. With new token launches, attention is the most valuable asset. The Z500 is the first on-chain index. Build a protocol that allows teams to easily airdrop tokens supplied to Ansem holders and then buy and burn Ansem to signal alignment. My replies are constantly filled with people and teams trying to get my attention to talk about certain coins or projects. This allows teams to market towards me in a way that benefits the Ansem community directly while gamifying the experience. So I can see and reward the best teams. I'll be actively sharing the top projects on the Z500 leaderboard and want to find the teams building cool stuff on chain while allowing Ansem holders to get the upside of these projects by simply holding one coin and being an active on chain participant on chain. And so basically, you build on top of Pump. You launch coins that have upside in Ansem, and then the best performing ones he will shill. This is, correct me if I'm wrong, this is how I understand it. And at first I like panicked. I'm like, oh fuck, it's bad for Pump, but it's built on top of Pump. Use it Pump Swap. I think it has, so I saw an Uber Mendez tweet that said, this is Virtual. Are you retarded? Just full port. And I thought to myself, yeah, that motherfucker is right. This is Virtual. Are you retarded? Just full port. But I did one more abstraction away from that. And I thought to myself, okay, the difference between Virtual and the current state of this Ansem ecosystem and like what has to happen is that Virtual coins went really high, like really, really, really high. People desperately wanted to bid the AI coins, and a lot of the really good AI coins launched on Virtual. Therefore, the volume TWAP was it was insane. And I mean, look at the Virtual chart. If you weren't here for this, look at this. Let's see. Market cap Virtual. Look at this. Look at this chart. I mean, this thing went fucking wow. It was $5 billion at the top. 5B, bro. In a straight line. $5.1 billion in January of 2025. Crazy. And so I think the friction point here to solve will be like, and this is everybody's friction point, is like, can you get good launches on this launchpad? Because if you can get good launches on this launchpad, the reflexivity is gross. And it can send the Ansem coin like really, really high. If you can't, then it's just, I mean, it's a little bit more of the same with memes. But if you can get good deploys, it spirals crazy. And so more than I think this is some like world-changing launch, I think it shows that the Ansem coin is probably going to be a legitimate proxy for on-chain activity, because what he's doing more than anything with this is basically saying, I'm the fucking king, bend the knee. That's what this Ansem.io really is. I'm the fucking king, bend the knee. And how do you fight it, really? How do you say no, you're not? I mean, the motion is there's no one else that could do the launch pad. He's saying, I'm the fucking king, kiss my ring. And I mean, he's just the king of on-chain. He is. There's no real way to cut it any other direction. And so I don't necessarily think that this is some like world-changing deploy or like tech launch. But I think it shows alignment, and he has the ability to do some really cool stuff that nobody else could do. Because frankly, if any other like streamer coin or whatever launched this, even if like Jesse Pollock launched this with Jesse coin, you'd be like, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But Ansem does it, and you think to yourself, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. So I think that's my general read on the Ansem coin. 500K Ansem burned and 100K in airdrops at the Ansem holders already. We've been live for 2 hours. It's pretty cool. Hey, 10-day streak. Love you, brother. I currently do not own it. I am super overweight on this chart right here, which I don't know. I feel a little. I don't know how I feel about this chart at the moment. Pump fun. It feels like it's being rejected a little bit at some of these levels. It is yes, he's king, but when your king is known for doing celebrity extractions, you gotta accept you're playing the game. I don't know about that. It's 2807. I kind of just like have some levels. Like basically 2.5, I'm probably just gonna cut. It's still a sick trade at 2.5. It's a much sicker trade at 3.3. But I think the fact that Pump was able to do, basically 1.7 yesterday is just disgusting. And so again, like I said, if we can, I mean, dude, this chart right here on BTC is like, if it can get here, man, if you really got to get to like 67 with volume, if it can get there, all of a sudden things are going to get insane. It's the snap of a finger away. It's so close yet so far. If it could get there, it is just chills. My immediate impression is that all the sauce in Ansem Launchpad is the Z500 index. The ideal case for this solves for attention fragmentation. The value exchange is very clear. I'm the king, coordinate your community, and pay my tax, and maybe we can win together. For what it's worth, I think this is a pretty fair deal most meme coins will realize they should take. The meme coins rally hard to buy and burn Ansem. It could be a turbo binker. Yeah, I guess you're going to have to see, like, how do the first 10 or so Ansem chills play out? And if they play out really well, then this thing can, turbo reflexive rip itself. If they don't, then I don't know. Then we'll just move on to the next Ansem experiment probably. But he needs some runners. Who makes shorts for the YouTube? He's in here. Big Hen Dog. Wait. Yeah, you like the shorts or no? Venture capital firm Andreessen Horowitz, A16Z, is the focus of a Justice Department antitrust probe over whether its investment partners are improperly serving on the boards of competing artificial intelligence companies. The companies at issue include Databricks, one of the most valuable privately held tech companies in the world, and Fivetran, both backed by the VC firm. According to the people who asked to not be named, Andreessen Horowitz co-founder Ben Horowitz serves on the board of Databricks, and partner Martin Casado is a board member of Fivetran. Wait. Like, they're on competing. What does this mean? Explain super simply. Investigating whether people sitting on boards of companies that compete with each other. Is that not allowed? People with the same VC influencing both companies violate antitrust law. Competitors are supposed to make decisions independently. If the same investment firm has board level access influence at both, it can create conflicts or facilitate coordination. Whoa. So they might have to just give up some board seats. Interesting. Whoa. Dude. Just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. Let me ask you a question. Like, is it a bad thing that Bitcoin can only go green when memory and shit roll over? I don't know. Oh, the tweet was a joke, by the way. My friend, I was joking about the guaranteed 50K dump. it's a joke. It's like a meme that like everyone like all the there's like this there's this bit that there's gonna be this guaranteed Bitcoin dump, and I'm sort of just like I think it's retarded. It might still happen, but I think the bit like the guaranteed dump is retarded. Soxel, is it like okay? Is it bad that I don't know enough about the like confluence of these markets that like it only goes up when everything else goes down? Unclear to me. Where's Contra? What's that guy's fucking Twitter handle? Here. He tweeted here. He tweeted this. You're telling me the only time coins want to move is during equity weakness. Is that a bad thing? I don't know. It's just hard for coins to move while like Nebius is up 30% in a fucking day. It's like, how do you, is that bad? I don't know. I don't know, but 64.5 is very interesting. How's Hype doing? Not great. How's ETH doing? Not great. But this thing, I mean, what's, oof, God. Tulip King, what do you think? You know what's crazy though is that the inflows, by the way, yesterday were is all ETF. 64.5 is all ETF. I bought Grindr stock a couple years ago at $11 based on the fact that gay is socially acceptable. Gay men don't churn off dating apps, and the ARPU lower than straight apps. Then I decided I don't want to spend any time thinking about gay dating behavior and dumped it all at $17, $18. The investment thesis still remains valid and prob still a decent buy. Wow. God, I hate getting excited about this shit. I really do. I hate it. I hate getting excited about this. What does my TL say before he... I need to know these tweets that I care about. Yeah, right. Coins like everything better than stocks, which probably means it all dies because it's generally have relative strength eventually plays out. Let me finish Ansem and see if there's anything else I wanted to say. No, that's basically all I wanted to say on Ansem. We can watch this real quick. Let me see. But I was the second world humanoid robot games invasion this week. Fuck this. I'll say one more thing about Ansem Coin. Whoa. Anyone have floods hype? Wait. Someone's buying hard, bro. Yeah, Tulip. Someone's buying it like really hard. Wait. Flood. He's about to go green again. Dude, I don't want to get excited, but someone's buying like just no slippage, just wait, what's my TL? Hold on. Take a second. It's crazy 65 and we're like fucking excited, but you just don't see it that much. Imagine just ETF inflows again. Fuck, man. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't like to get excited about shit like this, but but let me just show you this. Inverted chart now. Looks like this. That chart looks bearish. It does. It like attempted another weak breakout. It looks like it attempted another weak breakout and had no juice. Doesn't it look bearish? This is a chart. If this is my coin on the daily, I'm like, fuck. What about 3-day? It looks bearish. I don't know. Then you look at, but then you come here and you look at the volume and it's like pathetic. The 3-day. Yeah, straight to 50K. I don't know. It's got a little juice right now. Someone's slamming it, dude. Don't get excited, bro. What am I supposed to do? I've been streaming about crypto every fucking day for like a year. I get excited about nothing now. Dude, we've been streaming about crypto every day for a year. Do you want to give us Hype Wallet? Yes. Wow. Can we just... Guys, quick memory callback. If you were here when I first moved to New York, I got it. Andy, thanks. When I first moved to New York, and I had before I had my setup, do you remember that day that Bitcoin, I was long BTC and it popped to 97? Remember how you forked? Remember you were watching the 1 minute candle and it like did this move? Let me see. Do you remember this? This. I think it was this. Yeah, it was this. It popped 91 to like 97 in like fucking 5 minutes. It was nuts. Yeah, I don't know, man. We are gonna move on, I swear. But this is let's let the candle close. 1 minute 46 seconds, and I'll cover some productive stuff. How about that? Deal? What time do we get ETF? God, thank God. What time do we get ETF inflows? That's what I want to know. Market close. That's what I really want to know. Because if this is ETF buys, it would be fucking nuts. Thoughts on tokenized dinosaurs by Jurassic Finance? What do you think about tokenized dinosaurs? I don't ever think about them. I think we need to pin a tweet. What do you want to pin? Damn, is it really going to hit 65 right now? Wow. Does everyone just die now? Like, what now? What? Does everyone just die? Relative delayed death? What does this mean for my FOMO coins? It's probably like not bad. DRAM basically lower the day. Socks will basically lower the day. Did we all just die? It closes in 18 seconds. No, please don't tweet the decoupling shit, by the way, please. New York Threadguy's like Heat LeBron. I'm trying to be like 2018 Cavs LeBron. All right, well, not bad, friends. We're going to move on from staring at the Bitcoin chart, but not fucking bad. Here's the one thing I'll say about Ansem. As we drift off into some stock topics again, is that I think above all, he has confirmed that his ability to keep attention on a creator coin is extreme, and that if we do really come back on chain, it's probably the quickest gain. It's probably the biggest gainer. Like, it's probably just gonna lead among whatever else is hot, among Pump, among other assets. But it's the first like creator coin that has shown an ability that it can keep attention beyond a week. Because his motion is just, I mean, I've been here at this point, guys, I've been here a long time. I was here for peak Kobe. I was here for like a little bit of GCR, but I wasn't really tapped in. I was here for peak Murad, the rise and fall of Murad. I was here for the rise and fall of Bonkai. I was here for the rise and fall of Degen Ping. Every main character we've ever had. Frank D. Gods. Who else? I mean, who are the main characters? What are the main characters? I was here for every main character it's ever been through crypto post 2020. All the NFT guys. And the Ansem motion is just like, I'm not sure there's ever been anything close, really. Where were you when Rasmus won the WSOP? I'll never forget. The Trencher chick, female kimchi, or which one? I forgot about that actually. Polly, I was here for the Polly arc. I was here for all of it, bro. Bitcoin August, is that today? August 18th, it is, right? 1 day inflow 300 mil. Where for Jenkins like PFP? I was in the fucking war room. 300 mil is not bad. All right, I have a segment when we're checking on the market actually. Bags are doing decent. Memory is weak. What's biggest loser on semis? Cerebrus. It looks fine though. Yeah, not bad. Bitcoin 64.7. All right. All right, there's this NVIDIA announcement that I think is fairly important just to cover. I'm not sure this is why we're dumping, but it was the reason that we're pumping, and it's no longer the reason. Oh, wait, where's Carvana? Just for basic CNC glaze. Where's Carvana? 5.6. Okay. It was definitely one of the reasons we were pumping. So NVIDIA announces this $500 billion financing deal for CapEx build out. And I feel like the announcement was perpetrated as if they had all this capital committed from Goldman and Blackstone and Apollo and all these guys. And it's coming out that this announcement was rushed with like no obvious provenance, and it's nowhere near done. These deals, like there's no 500 billion, at least at this moment. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang announced that the group is aiming to collectively finance AI computing deals totaling 500 billion, basically guaranteeing money so that these other, neo clouds and everything down the CapEx stack could guarantee their build outs. And the financing venture includes lenders such as Goldman, Blackstone, Apollo, KKR, BlackRock, Brookfield, which will range hundreds of billions of dollars in financing for chip deals. NVIDIA will backstop a portion of those deals with guarantees, with its support limited to as much as 25% of an opportunity, and the firm will assess each project on a case-by-case basis. So it says that like these firms have been working tirelessly for months to draw up debt deals that would help developers of AI systems pay for chips from NVIDIA. And with slow progress on complex deals, NVIDIA's CEO decided to change tack. He went public this week with the effort, saying the group is aiming to collectively finance AI computing deals totaling 500 billion, a round figure with no obvious provenance. In doing so, he was seeking to assure NVIDIA's investors there would be plenty of deep-pocketed firms ready to finance his clients, particularly startups such as Anthropic and OpenAI, which are key to NVIDIA's demand. They need these deals. While he's bullish on AI spending overall, his company has been seeking to broaden its customer base beyond hyperscalers, including Microsoft and Amazon. No deals were signed at the time of the announcement, which was left deliberately vague, according to people familiar with the matter who asked not to be identified discussing private talks. A source described the announcement as an advertisement to customers and concerned investors, and that if it doesn't happen, it could pose a risk to the reputation and financing partners of NVIDIA. It's insane everyone went on TV to talk about the non-existent $500 billion fund. And so it is a little bit bizarre. Thank you, brother. It's a little bit bizarre that the Avengers of Finance, they did this round table, right? Larry Fink was there. All these guys, they did this round table with Jensen on CNBC talking about the $500 billion financing deal that doesn't exist. It may exist, but it doesn't. And I don't know. I think that that's like a little bit bizarre. And you could, extrapolate that they are scrambling a little bit for financing of these build outs that is just not really there right now. They're saying slow progress on the deals. Da, 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 da. At the same time, yeah, this is crazy too. Like, at the same time, Google is going to sell Google bonds for the first time ever to Australia for $4 billion worth, right after they did an $80 billion bond sale, right after Intel just issued new stock. Like, there is this sort of, this is not my niche of finance that I'm the most well-versed. Okay. But I'm doing a lot of reading, as you know. I'm locked in right now. I just read The Liar's Poker. I'm reading about mortgages, bond sales. I'm locked in. I'm fucking spending all day reading about this shit. And one thing I know, and my very high level understanding of how issuing debt works, is that when every major company in the world, the biggest companies in the world, are rushing to raise as much money as humanly possible at the same time, when they also are at their lowest free cash flow in like the last 20 years or whatever, you start to think to yourself, maybe we are running out of money to fund this build out, and AI is nowhere near where it needs to be. It's a little bit scary. The Google news is a little bit scary too. It's like, who is left to give us money? Let's go to Australia. Fuck it. Jensen announces a $500 billion financing deal to guarantee these partners can buy NVIDIA GPUs so they can serve their biggest customer. It's like NVIDIA announced a $500 billion financing, like CapEx build out, to guarantee Nebius and CoreWeave and all these companies can buy NVIDIA GPUs that can serve the GPUs to Anthropic and OpenAI, who are the only two partners that can spend at the level needed to like make NVIDIA go up. And then you start to look at the like, wait, how does that, like, NVIDIA's paying CoreWeave, who's paying OpenAI, who's paying NVIDIA? You know, like, wait. Like, wait, what? Whoa. What's going on here? Like, is that like, this is what's happening, right? It's like NVIDIA is getting Blackstone to pay CoreWeave, to pay OpenAI, to pay NVIDIA. And you're like, whoa. I get it now. It took me like a year to fucking wrap my brain around exactly how this works. But I think I'm starting to wrap my brain around how it works, and it's a little bit, it's not making a whole lot of sense. I don't think. So that's what's happening right now. And they need more money to pay CoreWeave, to pay OpenAI, to pay NVIDIA, but they don't have any more money to pay CoreWeave, to pay OpenAI, to pay NVIDIA, because they've tapped everything. They've diluted, they've tapped the bond market, they've issued as much debt as humanly possible to not stop the stock from getting destroyed. And so their last hope is like, BlackRock, the returns on financing these data center build outs and GPU build outs are actually pretty good. Like, can you put some money up, please? That's like the last fucking step, I think. And so I don't know that I've understood this that well up at this point, but I think I'm starting to. And it's a little bit, what do you call it? Circular finance. I think it looks like this. It's like this. And I think that unclear if this announcement is what made things go down today, but something did. Something did, and stock market feels very shaky. Been looking for 30 minutes, by the way. Welcome, Rasmer. Good to see you here, man. So that NVIDIA announcement I think is important. Something to keep an eye on. I think this build out is like pretty important. This financing deal was like pretty important. I mean, remember Nebius was up. I mean, let me just show you something really quick. Let me show you a chart really quick. Let me show you a chart really quick. Razan, were they a good 30 minutes or no? Oh, also, one more thing is NVIDIA had committed $250 billion to OpenAI to build out this Ohio data center, and they just cut it in half to $105 billion. Cut it in half. That's enough. That too. We didn't even cover that. What is like what exactly does this mean? Explain the chart. Chart is insuring against NVIDIA defaulting on its debt. The 5-year credit default swaps. Higher. Bond market thinks NVIDIA is riskier. Is that what they owe on their CDS to people that bought the debt? No. See, this is basically insurance and investors can buy without buy against NVIDIA defaulting. Oh, it's more expensive. Got it. So if I were to buy insurance against NVIDIA defaulting, it's getting extremely more expensive. Got it. Wait, answer. God, even fucking Cerebrus doesn't work. Exactly. Ah. Got it. So this is basically if you were to buy insurance against NVIDIA defaulting on their debt, it's getting significantly more expensive. Harder for them to borrow money, more expensive for them to borrow money. Interesting. This is the part of the market that I don't really know that much about, but so I'm reading all these like mortgage bond books and shit. But anyways, this is what I want to show you is this. This is what I want to show you. On why I think this is partially responsible for the market going down is it was responsible for it going up. Because look, DRAM on the 4-hour, let's go like this. Look at where this announcement was made when they first announced it. Pico bottom, basically. Dan, can we get book recs from chat? You want me to give book recs or get them from other people? Look at this. And then look at the specific, look at the NeoCloud ETF where this was announced. Look where this was announced in the NeoCloud ETF. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you nuts? Look at this. Where this was announced. It's got to work both ways. It can't not work both ways. Try to get Rebel Capitalist. Send his Twitter, please. It can't not work both ways. Look at this. Bottom. 87. Nebius is, where's Nebius? I mean, I'm using the story. Everyone should have known that, so I don't know if it's really news. I mean, but why did we pump so hard on it? Look at this one. 108. It's crazy. So I don't know. I'm obviously doing just some fucking forward-looking stuff here, but it seems relevant and important. And obviously we're going to cover today because that's what we fucking do. We cover Ansem Coin and NVIDIA financing deals and NVIDIA CDS price increases. I didn't know that was a thing. Can you like search that on TradingView? CDS, like NVIDIA CDS? How do I get that chart? Is it like in bonds? I'm gonna figure that's cool. I've never seen this before. This chart before ever. Video 5-year CDs. Who's this guy? George Gammon. Okay, cool. Philip King, do you know about these CDs? So all he cares about for focus on traffic last morning. I gotta check how much coins are based off some of the tweets. Totally high 5%. The starvation is real. Yeah, starvation is fucking real, man. It is. It's up 0.4% on BTC. People have been watching these. It's interesting. We should watch it more. Not CDs. I wonder where he got this chart from. What's this chart from? Looks like probably Bloomberg, I guess. All right. Oh wait, there was an all-in clip I wanted to watch on this actually. Here, it's a good one.
Of becoming the central bank of AI, the Federal Reserve of AI. That is like a way to kind of conceptualize what they are doing. And in the same way, the Federal Reserve, like a lot of monetary policy, it works through private banks. Here you're going to have, and probably more banks will opt into this. You have private markets who are charging fees, underwriting these deals, and NVDA is helping to facilitate that. So I don't think it's really circular finance. NVIDIA.
How is it not circular finance?
Is kind of becoming the central bank of.
Yeah, they can't print money, of course.
Of AI. The Federal Reserve of AI. That is like a way to kind of conceptualize what they are doing. And in the same way, the Federal Reserve, like a lot of monetary policy, it works through private banks. Here you're going to have, and probably more banks will opt into this. You have private markets who are charging fees, underwriting these deals, and NVIDIA is helping to facilitate that. So I don't think it's really circular finance.
The problem is like they have a certain amount of money. Like they can't exactly, they're capped on how much money they have, like based off cash flows, right? Like they can't just make more money appear. They have a certain amount of money, so they can only finance so much stuff until they run out of money, right? Yeah, they're a for-profit business, exactly. Not the fucking Federal Reserve. Interesting. All right. I think we're done with NVIDIA, but I wanted to cover that because I thought it was interesting. You know, another thing that maybe we'll do this tomorrow, but it's a little bit jarring to me is that maybe it's always been this way. Like I haven't spent much time looking at 13Fs. All these fund guys, they all hold the exact same stocks. All of them hold the same stocks. Maybe this is just because that's what you have to do because their funds are so big. How do you fucking deploy $48 billion? It's like you hold the same stocks as everybody else, and you hold like 3% of all of them. It's wild going through these lists. We're crazy. Everybody holds the exact same stocks. Everybody has the same stocks. It's kind of a nuts. I don't know. Yeah, it's like everybody's in the same names. I don't know. I'm not even like really an equity bear because I don't feel like I know enough to be like a proper bear, even though the bears are generally kind of retarded. But I've kind of been rocking with some bear cases recently. I really have been rocking with some bear cases. All right, side note. Let's do a complete 180. Is Nike. Nike's lost 80% of its market cap over the last 5 years. When the stock was near its peak, Ethan Strauss wrote the definitive take on how the company was fumbling the bag. They were a brand defined by Michael Jordan's competitiveness and macho. And with a heavily male customer base, they thought they could double in size if they could be that and also be Lululemon at the same time. But instead, they stopped being that while failing to be Lululemon, and now they are nothing. A bunch of upstart competitors ate their lunch while they destroyed their brand and reputation. You know, like, I was thinking about this in the shower today, and part of me was like, you know, this is the rite of passage for brand. Brand just become too big and they become cringe. And I thought to myself, like, man, when I was 12, and maybe it was because I was 12 or because it was 2014, Nike was the biggest thing in the world and it was the coolest thing in the world. All products. I was a basketball player. Nike fucking dominated basketball. LeBron, generational Nike. Shoes, Nike. Kobe, Nike, obviously. KDs, KD6s, KD4s, Nike. Every swagged out basketball team, like Prime Oregon, Chip Kelly, Oregon, Marcus Mariota, and Michael James, and the boys with the jerseys, Nike. Everything was Nike. Track, Nike. Everything was Nike. Everything. Nike Elites ran the world. Kobe 6 ran the world. Running shoes, Nike. Everything, Nike. Football cleats. I remember the Cam Newtons, bro. Remember the Cam? Oh, they were Under Armour actually. Now you're right. You're right. They're Under Armour. They were Under Armour. Those big ass cleats. They were Under Armour. Like Hyper Dunks took over the world. Hyper Revs took over the world. Golf, Nike Golf took over the world. And so one of the ways, like, a couple things happened. Number one, let me see. One thing that happened is Nike definitely went, like, they kind of went political and they were on the wrong side of history, I think, on some of the political stuff. I think they got like a little cringe in 2020. A lot of people said, like, kind of fuck Nike. That's one thing that happened. Virgil passing away was a huge hit to Nike as well. Rest his soul. Because he was like super dominant. And then Travis Scott is so successful that they are like forced to spam Travis Scott shit forever. And it dies out pretty hard. I really think they got so political at a weird time as well. Now, I don't know if they had a choice. They're such a big corporation, but got a little weird, man. I'm sorry. Got a little weird. They missed with a lot. And then what really happened to Nike too, if you think about it, is like they're kind of in the business of like sports card investors. They like basically bet on rookies to do really well. And they just haven't really had any major. I mean, look at the signings by year. Okay, LeBron, cool, but he's pretty washed at this stage. Like we've tapped the LeBron market. It's like NVDA. It's like Google going to Australia to raise somewhere bonds. It's like we've tapped the market. Ronaldo too. I mean, we're tapped, brother. He's 41. Like we get it. Ronaldo. Ben Simmons, miss. Odell Beckham, miss. Hit, but miss. This is a renewal, miss. Christian Coleman, never heard of him. Christian Beckler, never heard of him. Never heard. Jaren Jackson is like whatever. Osaka career, haven't heard from her in many years. Miss. Zion, miss. Huge. Zion's like a generational miss, and so is Ja. Generational miss. Cade Cunningham, hit, but not mega star. Like, no LaMelo Ball. Where's LaMelo Ball? Not here. Aja Wilson, hit, fine. Caitlin Clark, huge hit. Bronny James, whatever. Juju Watkins should be a hit. Unfortunate situation. Haley Jones, never heard of her. DJ Wagner, huge miss. Superstar, huge miss. Kevin Durant, we've tapped the KD market. Book cares about being cool more than he cares about being a superstar. Kind of a miss. It's like untapped potential. Caitlin Clark, generational hit. Generational hit. Aja Wilson, hit, but Juju, unfortunate situation. Cade Cunningham, not a star. And a pickleball athlete I've never heard of. Wemby. How do you miss that? Generational hit. How the fuck did you... Bro, you missed Wemby and said Bronny James twice? Come on, bro. And then they have in Holland too. They have Holland too, I think. Oh my god. Mbappe left though. Mbappe leaves. Holland they have. Vinicius huge hit. Rashford miss. And then I don't know the rest. Man, it just felt like they owned everything at one stage. Nike jerseys in the NBA. Huge miss. Remember when all the jerseys were ripping and shit? Nike NBA jerseys ripping. Huge miss. 2017. Do you remember this? Same year, Nike jerseys ripped and Zion's shoe blew out. And then, what was I just... Oh, there was I had a good one in my head. Oh, they let Kanye go, bro. That was back when shit reselled. They let Kanye go. They let Kanye walk. And then they missed Cooper Flag. Huge miss. They missed on LaMelo. No LaMelo Ball. He's a Puma athlete. No SGA. He's a fucking Converse athlete. They don't have the whole NBA, bro. They missed Curry a bunch of times. They gave and you know what the other problem is? With at least on the sports, miss Yamal. Their best shoes are misses. Like Ja Morant. Give him a Jenny sneaker and he fucking he's a mess. He can't play 2 games. Oh, Nike owns Converse, might be. Ja can't play. So you make the best shoe for Ja. Disaster. You miss LaMelo. I mean, Ja is a complete disaster. I know. It's like you give Ja the fucking greatest shoe of all time. He makes 1 3 and he's sitting here fucking throwing bazookas into the crowd. Huge fumble on Ja. Not their fault, but it is what it is. And then before you know it, the whole thing is just fucking turned into a mess. I don't know. Here's an article. 2021. Ethan Strauss. Oh, and then Kyrie. We're there with Kyrie. They just like said fuck it to Kyrie. I don't know what happened to Kyrie exactly with Nike. I know he got a little maybe controversial for their liking at one point. Well, stocks make new lows. Yeah, Kyrie's gone. Harden's Nike. Ja was their biggest hit in a long time. And then like Giannis. It's like, bro, no one's wearing that center shoe. It's like you need guard shoes. This is niche, but you need guard shoes. And you lose Kyrie, one of the best guard shoes ever, for Giannis with these big bulky LeBrons. It's like normal people don't wear LeBrons. Okay. Let's see. DRAM's down 9. Soxo's down 18. Oh my lord. Nasdaq down 2. Q's down 2. Is it the NVIDIA financing deal? I don't know. Bitcoin holding. Home Fund holding. Gold down 1. Anyways, I mean, there's this article that got reposted, right? 2021. It's on my feed today. One reason I joined Substack was to freely explore tougher topics. So here we go. Nike's End of Men, a company at war with its core. August 23rd, 2021, bro. Let's just skim like a couple paragraphs. Hey, bro, check out this Nike ad. This is my entry point to the new world. I transferred dorms because a quirk sent me to the substance-free building. Not that anything's wrong with being substance-free. It's the choice is own selection bias of people who opted out of college as we commonly know it. People in my hall were nice but different. On day one, yeah, we're not going to read this. Let's do summary of this. I want to watch the ads, though. We're not reading this. A lot of big words in here. No shot. Let's do summary, though. Also, yeah, instant does suck for research. It's good for this, though. It's good for this type of shit. Nike abandoned that identity that made it culturally dominant. Elite competition, winning swagger in pursuit of women's growth and progressive corporate messaging. This is what happened, bro. It got cringe. Old Nike. Be like Jordan, dominate, win. Iconic ads, deep sports culture. New Nike. Inclusivity, social activism, anti-toxic masculinity. Generic corporate messaging disconnected from sports. Why it happened. Nike saw women as the big untapped growth market, while internal cultural scandals pushed management away from its historically masculine identity. Result, Nike still sells because its brand is enormous, but its cultural relevance and storytelling deteriorated because it's alienated its core identity while chasing a new audience. Basically, Nike optimized for TAM expansion and corporate politics at the expense of the brand moat that created Nike. Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. We'll go weekly. Wow. Yeah, I'm tweeting that. Wow, look at that. Look at that. It's a good take though, man. It kind of blows me too. Like they used to be so fucking fresh. Like used to be so cool. Now it's just like whatever, bro.
Fu in quel giorno che una forza maligna emerse dalle viscere della terra per distruggere il gioco più bello.
Dude, that is so peak. What year is this from? 1996. Against Satan's army, bro.
When people see this, they're gonna say, well, he wasn't really a nice guy.
That's not a commercial. ...2010 World Cup commercial. Winner stays on. This is 3 minutes long. I can't do this. I can't do 3 minutes. Winner stays on Nike commercial. Watch it, really? This? Bro, we can watch. It's 4 minutes, bro. Fuck my life. Okay, fine. Fine. It's best ever. I've never seen it. It's 12 years old.
Let's do it, chef. Keeper? Yeah? Whoa.
When it stays on. When it stays on, lads? Yeah. If when it stays on, it's I'm Cristiano Ronaldo then. Yeah? Oh, I'm Neymar.
Maybe we'll never do that. One nil, and the crowd goes wild. Son, I got 50,000 fans screaming my name. That's not fair. Well, I've got boots that aren't even out yet.
Dr. Gambling Awareness ad. Is it this? No.
Hey guys,
Is it this?
guys, I really can't wait for the World Cup. Who do you think's gonna win it? My dad said Brazil will win.
No. Argentina's gonna win because Messi will drill past everyone.
I wish Spain will win. My whole family supports them. How about you, Andy?
I hope Germany will win.
Why?
My dad bet all my savings on them.
Dude. Wait, they won! Germany won! Wait. You know what my favorite commercials are of all time is like. Wait. Michael Jordan Nike. Maybe it's my fault. Is this a commercial? Is this a Nike commercial? Yeah. 18 years ago, they used to do shit like this, bro.
Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I led you to believe it was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made you think my highlights started at the free throw line and not in the gym. Maybe I made you think that every shot I took was a game winner. That my game was built on flash and not fire. Maybe it's my fault that you didn't see that failure gave me strength, that my pain was my motivation. Maybe I led you to believe that basketball was a God-given gift and not something I worked for every single day of my life. Maybe I destroyed the game. Or maybe you're just making excuses.
Oh, that gives me fucking like full body chills, dude.
Guys, I really can't wait for the World Cup.
We should watch this. That gives me actual chills. You know I don't know if these are real, but wait. Katie talking to young Katie commercial. Are these Nike or no? Oh, this is an NBA commercial. Dude, these give me fucking
Kevin Durant, Oklahoma City Thunder. You've never heard of them, huh?
Oh wait, video's playing in the background. Is it? No. Have you seen this shit before? Bro.
Kevin Durant, Oklahoma City Thunder. You've never heard of them, huh? You're gonna be playing for them in 5 years. You're gonna play with some of the best young players in the world, like Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka. I know, those names mean nothing to you now, but they will. We'll love you in OKC.
Oh my god, dude. Please watch this. What do you got? No, it's 3 minutes, dude. I can't do it. I can't do 3 minutes. No way. What about this? Nike, bro. What happened? Oh my god. Dude. Oh my god.
Boy, that looks painful. Yeah, that shot took a toll on his back.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be Jen Nichols.
Dude. Wait. Are these all they're all NBA commercials.
You're gonna be a 2-time MVP, 7-time All-Star, and you break your nose like a dozen times. Come on, Steve. Okay. How about this? 10 years from now, you visit my school and it'll help turn my life around. Still don't think I'm from the future, huh? We're gonna love that shot in Phoenix.
God, man. What happened?
I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed.
What happened? Nike the type of company to be like, we're gonna fit a sponsor eating Enes Kanter going to the WNBA. That's the type of shit they're on now. It's like dude, oh my god, I have one for you. The NBA too used to be cool. They went woke with Nike. They fucked up with Nike. Remember this? Oh, this is gonna make me cry. I might cry at this ad. This genuinely might make me cry. This may be the greatest NBA ad ever.
Take courage when the road is long.
It's so good.
Don't ever forget that you're never alone.
I don't know what the music though.
Well, some people say faith is a childish game for play on children like it's Christmas Day. I want you to live forever underneath the sky so blue. I want you to live forever underneath the sky so blue. Oh yeah, I want you to live forever underneath.
I just know Dwight Howard loved dog. Oh, the original AI slop. I know. Let's do one more. What do you got? Best Nike commercial ever. Is it this? I'm not a. Oh no! This was it. This was the commercial. This was the best Nike commercial of all time. This is the best Nike commercial of all time. Derek Jeter retirement. This is it. This is it. This has got to be it. This has got to be it. What happened to that man? No, this is it, dude. My mom loved Derek Jeter.
Now batting for the Yankees, number 2, Derek Jeter. Number 2.
Oh. No! Stop! Stop! Derek Jeter last ep. This is the type of shit Nike athletes used to do. Last at bat of his career, bro.
Right field. Meek deals. Base hit to right field. Here comes Richardson. Here's the throw from Markakis. Richardson is safe. Derek Jeter ends his final game with a walk-off single. Derek Jeter, where fantasy becomes reality. Did you have any doubt?
All right, I'm going to give you... Okay, this is what happened to Nike. Nike used to be the symbol of, like, grit and hope in the future of young men, and it became, like, this corpo slop woke symbol of, like, American hate is what happened. Also, on that last note, 50% of the game winner is about the call. This is a complete side note, but let me just do this real quick. The game winner only matters half. The other half is the call. What does the call sound like? Announcers don't get paid enough. The greatest, arguably the greatest call. There's two plays. The two greatest calls of all time in sports history. Number one.
And we're tied.
Some of these shit you never even heard about.
And we're tied 75 again. Isaiah. Shot clock turned off. Game clock at 8. He's going to do it himself. Thomas. Shake. Crossover. Step back. And DeBosa. Young. Safe. And Washington wins it. On a last-second J. Cold-blooded.
The greatest call in sports history, though, is maybe this. It is Ray Allen. But it's low-key this.
So I guess if this thing comes up short, he can feel his back.
Oh, Auburn's going to win the football game. One is so good. Or what's the there's like the double tip one? Do you believe in me? What's like the do you believe in miracles one? It's Auburn, right? Oh, it's hockey.
You've got 10 seconds. The countdown going on right now. Morrow up to Schultz. 5 seconds left in the game. Do you believe in miracles? Yes! Unbelievable.
Wait, let's see, like, best sports call ever. Oh, the Curry Thunder game winner. is one of the best ever.
They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! With 0.6 of a second
That's
remaining.
a good one, but hold on, we're not done. All right, let's do this. How about this? Let's ruin the vibe. Worst Nike commercial ever. They don't pull those up, huh? Yeah. See if there's any other really good. Oh, wait, I'm coming home, Carmelo Anthony. Is that a commercial? Or was that? Stop. This was a Nike commercial?
I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the
Sped up? No.
world I'm coming home. Let the rain wash away all the pain of yesterday. I know my kingdom awaits, and they've forgiven my mistakes. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the
No, it's not a Nike commercial. Yeah, I thought it was. The rose that grew from concrete. I think that's fake. Derrick Rose Nike commercial. Rose that grew from concrete. Like, what if I told you? Stop. This one. All right, this is the last one. This is a. This is gonna make me cry. This is a Powerade commercial. What happened to Powerade, man? This is one of the best ever. I think it's this.
You see, you wouldn't ask why the rose that grew from the concrete had damaged petals. On the contrary, we would all celebrate its tenacity. We would all love its will to reach the sun. Well, we are the roses. This is the concrete. These are my damaged petals. Don't ask me why. Ask me how.
Derrick Rose, man. We're all just a kid from somewhere. Powerade. They used to make commercials like that. D Rose fake 3430 intro.
What if I told you he wasn't the greatest? That a country would fail to protect its greatest natural resource? That no one can outrun the truth? That the man no one could stop tragically was. 30 stories, 30 filmmakers, 30 years. What if?
Hold on, I'm not done with commercials, Tulip King. I know this is like important finance stuff, but the emotional Nike stuff isn't quite done. Okay, I think I'm done, actually. I think that'll do it. We'll end on D-Rose. Ben Thompson in the video has already cut prices. They just show up as backstops and NeoCloud equity instead of margins. My favorite will always be the threadguy highlight reel. You want to see it? Because I'll show it. They're already not. Let's watch it.
Not maintaining their margin. But they're actually not maintaining their margins because
who is buying, like this whole question of circular financing is people talk about Lucent and things like that. And, this whole deal and NVIDIA is providing a 25% backstop. But if you actually ascribe a value to that, to NVIDIA's taking equity in the neoclouds or whatever, like they guarantee they're going to buy all their compute to 2030, right? And why do they do that? So that the entity in question can get a lower cost of capital, so they can buy more GPUs, et cetera. But implicit in that, why do they get a lower cost of capital? They get a lower cost of capital because NVIDIA assumed risk, right? This is my point before. Risk never disappears. It just sort of appears somewhere else. Taking on risk has a price. Like, so NVIDIA, like now, there's a world where AI takes off, it never stops, and everything is fine, and NVIDIA captured all the upside of their risk. But there's also a world where, say that there's this neocloud they backed up, a ton of compute comes to market, the hyperscalers have plenty of compute, they don't have enough compute, NVIDIA's paying for compute that no one wants. They just lost a bunch of money. So if you think about it, there's an expected value of that investment. That expected value it's not zero, it's not 100%, it's somewhere in the middle. But that is a diminution of NVIDIA's profitability. If you actually look at their business holistically, what that is a price cut, right? Like
Interesting. Here's how we end the day. And we're gonna save that one, Mr. Knapp. Here's how we end the day with Brent oil fucking red. Or green. Crude green. Bitcoin green. Pump fund green. DRAM extremely red. Mags red. Soxel extremely red. SPY almost down a whole %. NASDAQ down 1.6. Q's down 1.6. Photonics down 8. NeoClouds down 6.5. And that's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen, for today's stream. Tomorrow, thank you for the fit, love. Tomorrow, we were gonna do the RuneScape guy today. He wants to come on tomorrow, so we're gonna do him tomorrow. I also will probably do Mando on Thursday, even though he doesn't know it yet. You ain't topping this for a while, by the way. You don't know what's in my closet, brother. You don't even know what's in my fucking closet. And that is how we are going to play out the week. Hey, this was a fun stream. This was a really fun stream. At this moment in time, I do, in fact, I yield my time, ladies and gentlemen. I love you. If you're new here, I'm live every morning at 8:30 a.m. EST. This is what we do. This is what the fuck we do. I love you. I appreciate you. Nike, man. Get the Trading Boys in a commercial. Get the boys in a commercial. Put a camera in front of me. Let me do a little 30 for 30 intro. And ladies and gentlemen, let's have a great day. I love you. I'm out. Peace.